for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
On second down, it's Taylor. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw again on second down. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 60 yards. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ellinger to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now Ellinger. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down at 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Ellinger. Right side complete. That's Woods. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They're going to run this with a tight end. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. From midfield, here's Tua. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Allinger looking to throw for this. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
1
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A give for Taylor running right side. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First and 10, Taylor now. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Ellinger. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 4th down, Ellinger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Off of play action, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go play action. Now Ellinger rolling to his right. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's Tua. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yeah. Should I